My name is Rachel, and I am a knitter. I am a crocheter. I am a mom. I'm sure you are probably hearing my children a little bit in the background as they are yelling, screaming, and doing all the fun things downstairs before they have to go to bed. I'm starting with this particular episode in order to introduce myself. I am someone who never took in consideration the impact that crochet has had on my life until the pandemic, and having the opportunity to physically create something and that it was bringing other individuals joy, but it was also bringing me joy as well. So it was one of those I can give and others can give back, because I was making a lot of items for those who were displaced due to the pandemic or those who were displaced before the pandemic, as well. So I was knitting a lot of hats, I was crocheting a lot of hats and blankets. And then later I decided to learn the art of knitting, because one of my coworkers, we were having one of those Zoom meetings online, and she was showing us a blanket that she knitted that shrunk, and I was like, wow, that looks so beautiful. Even though she was upset that it shrunk, it was still a very beautiful item. And I'm like, I want to challenge myself. I was doing so well professionally. My home life felt stable, and so I wanted to do something for me, because I felt like I was doing so much for my family, for my friends, for everyone else, but I wasn't doing enough for Rachel. So with that said, I decided to enroll myself into YouTube University. And as a student of YouTube University, I relearned the art of knitting. A coworker of mine years ago, like years ago, taught me how to cast on. And after I learned that, I was like, yes, this is my journey. This is what I'm going to do. I lost all interest in it and I never picked it up again. I had bought knitting needles, a whole 9 yards. I was like, yeah, I'm going to become a knitter. Nope, didn't happen. So fast forward to 2020, in the summer of 2020 at that, it's like, let me try doing this. And so I started with learning how to just knit the garter stitch. And then I transitioned into learning the purl stitch. And then I decided to make a scarf, which was not really very pretty. And I was like, I'm going to keep crocheting and try to learn how to crochet garments. So I tried to learn how to crochet garments, and I did that. And I think one of the reasons why I found success in crocheting garments is because I was trying something new with knitting. Using the knitting needles, I really had to learn a new way of holding my yarn, and I got better at gripping my yarn, so holding it with crochet, and which led me to Tunisian crochet as well. I don't know if you watch TL Crafts, but I absolutely love her presentation so much, in fact, that how can I say this? I felt inspired to improve how I did my deliverables when I was teaching online. But anywho, I am a lover of this industry. I am obsessed with it. I spend way too many hours thinking, planning, organizing. This is my yarn space. I am absolutely in love with it. The whole setup is just loveness to myself. This is what I'm saying. Is loveness a word? If it's not, I am making it one. But my whole house, as you can hear, is dedicated to the young male individuals I gave life to. And so with that said, I decided to take take our guest room, and yes, it's still a guest room. So when family comes to stay, they can still sleep in this bed. But when they're not here, this is my lady cave. This is my place to be me, to be creative, to think. Like I just think, not like plan and, think about how to fix things in my education field, but actually just be me and think about what makes me happy. And one of the things that makes me happy, I'm sure you see that lovely pillow over there, is Brad Pitt. So yes, I am happily married and enjoying my life as being the wife of my husband. But let me tell you, William Bradley Pitt has been the love of my life since 7th grade, and it hasn't changed and never will change. And I am proud of all the Brad Pittness that is in this room. I have no shame about that. So I wanted to do this video not only to introduce myself and share a little bit about my knitting journey and why I love this so much. I feel like I have a new love of my life, and that it's something that's going to be a part of my life as long as my body, i.e. my hands, can allow this to happen. I actually thank God every day that I can pick up knitting needles or a crochet hook or a Tunisian hook and make a garment that either keeps me warm, keeps my children warm, or keeps someone who needs to be warm. So it feels like it's a little love comfort to me. I genuinely want to find more people out there who have the same love and passion as I do for knitting. I feel like the online world has definitely allowed for that. And I'm not very good with social media. As you can see, I'm holding my phone. I have no idea what I'm doing for camera. My hair looks special. Like, I feel like I'm going bald in places. I clearly should have brushed my hair before this, but usually my low cut looks super duper fly, but on camera it doesn't look so much, and I really don't care. Because I am 40, going on 42 right now, and I look the way I look. And as long as I wake up in the morning and smile at myself, that's all that matters. But anyway, I hearing him. My mommy brain is losing the train of thoughts because I'm hearing the yelling, and then I hear quietness, and the quietness is what makes me nervous, not the yelling, because the yelling means they're playing and they're engaged. But when they get quiet, I'm like, oh. But it sounds like they're about to doing whatever they was doing. Oh my God, my nails look fire. But anywho, getting distracted again. I'd love this, love knitting, love crocheting. I hope that all of you who are watching, even if it's just one of you, can find a moment for yourself to make yourself, or make someone you love or someone you care about, or just no one that you know in particular, something beautiful. And don't worry if you make a mistake, because what may be a mistake to you, you might be the most beautiful thing in the world to someone else. So I would encourage you to keep trying despite some despite some moments that may not go as well in your crafting. And as always, please, please, please be good to yourself and treat yourself well. Thank you for taking the time to watch my little quick blurb about myself and my journey into knitting.